And now, Jabroni Studios, in association with Big Herm Productions, is proud to present to you, recording from an undisclosed location in Oakdale, Connecticut, it's Chris Burns, it's Chris Lynch, this is Dysfunction Junction.
Welcome, everybody, to the train ride from hell and the non-stop to nowhere. Tonight is a dinner train. You will have tender victuals in your lap in just a few minutes. You look out the window, the signpost up ahead says, "Welcome to Dysfunction Junction."
Fuck yeah.
My name is Chris Burns. To my immediate left, my esteemed co-host,
Chris Lynch.
Hello. And producer extraordinaire and master of all things barbecue, it is Big Herm, Michael Herman.
What up?
Yo.
Dude, how's everybody doing today?
Doing great. It's National Barbecue Day, bro.
It is.
It is.
Well, when you hear this on Wednesday, every day is National Barbecue Day.
For
but
me, every day is National
That's
Barbecue
what I'm
Day.
saying.
But we're recording on Monday, and it is National Barbecue Day.
And before we get into the festivities, Herm has brought some delicious, I hope, treats.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to try them, and Herm's going to describe the first one.
All
now.
right, so here it is. The first dish is called a shotgun shell.
A shotgun shell.
Yep. This is...
It certainly looks like a shotgun
This
shell.
is a cannelloni noodle that's been stuffed with, at one end, with a sausage blend. In the middle, there's a chunk of cheese, and then I fill it and pipe it with sausage blend to the other end. Mm-hmm. Then I wrap them in bacon, hit them with rub, and smoke them till they're delicious.
I like how he puts that. I smoke them till they're delicious. It just sounds to me like it's going to be delicious already. The cheese, I'm just letting you guys know.
Yep, there's a chunk of cheese in the middle.
Cheese might kill me, but
It's okay.
might.
It's okay.
I can suffer for this art.
I have
Look
a
at
plunger.
this. Wow.
All right.
This is the love child of
Where's my beverage? Here we
beautiful bovine swine.
go. Oh, God. It's
This is
also...
gorgeous. All right, Lynch has to lead off
All right,
because
here we go.
we made a rule. Here we go. He's tasting it now.
Holy shit.
That's when
Oh
when
my
you know
God.
that's when you know you've hit a home run.
That is-
Wow.
This is fucking delicious.
Wow. All right.
It's got the...
Herm's already eating, so
I am.
It's got salty, a little bit of sweet, and the smoke topping it off. Oh, wow.
all right. I got to dig into mine now. While I'm digging in, explain now. Is this a recipe you found? Is this a recipe you created?
No,
Talk
this
about
is
it.
This is a recipe that's known within the smoking community. The recipe generally uses a manicotti. I did not want the little tips of the manicotti
Yeah, that makes sense.
at the end to go dry and stuff. So I went to Westerly and to my boy Bruno at Westerly Packing
Yep.
and bought cannelloni shells specifically so that they didn't have that tip. Because technically, if you translate it, the word manicotti means little sleeve.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, that's how it's cut. It's the cut at the shoulder and then the cut for your sleeve.
Right.
Whereas the cannelloni translation literally translates into reed, which is just a hollow tube. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's it. You stuff them the night before and put them in the fridge, and you let the moisture from the bacon and the sausage seep into the noodle, and then the next day you bake it and cook it.
That is amazeballs.
Smoke it for a couple hours.
Until it's delicious, right?
Yep.
Wow. What do you think, Burns?
Well, this could potentially be the most disgusting shit I've ever put in my mouth.
I second that.
And if you guys aren't in on the joke, you guys got to go to the back catalog to find out where that joke comes from. We're not telling that story twice.
No, we already told it once.
That's right. So the back catalog, Dysfunction Junction, wherever. Oh, I didn't get to the dipping gimmick.
Oh, yeah, there's more. You want more?
Son of a bitch. No, well, maybe later. I might take a.
Oh, there is.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, my God. That jelly is...
Which jelly did you use? Did you use the Kansas City Memphis gimmick?
No, he went with the red pepper and chipotle jelly.
You went, okay, give me the other one. I'll try the other one.
That's the other one.
All right, I'm going to dip this some
That
bitch
is
right in
the
there.
Kansas City Memphis blend.
I'm a fan of both. Let's see how they blend together. Holy shit, Herm. This really is disgusting.
Mm-hmm. I know, right?
Okay, that brings out... Yeah, I'm talking my mouthful. Fuck you, it's my show. Not you guys. Fuck you, listener.
Yeah.
Not really fuck you, the listener. You get what I mean.
Yeah.
That truly brings out... Now I got to dip this piece in the other one. Wow.
Yeah.
Like, but can you see these like just as a nice appetizer at a party? You can cook them ahead, leave them out, set them out warm, and people lose their shit.
That's what I'm saying. This is really good. I mean, disgusting.
Right. This is really good and disgusting.
Yeah, again. Oh, there's a contest for you. I will throw a $25 gift card to anyone other than Derek the Undertaker.
To Ace?
No.
Okay.
A $25 Amazon gift card to the person who emails junctiondysfunctionshow@gmail.com with what episode we first told this is the most disgusting shit I've ever put in my mouth.
Shit I've ever put
I'm
in
swinging
my
the
mouth,
microphone so I can get to that other sauce.
Heard.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where?
Oh, my God. That is seriously disgusting.
See? More disgustingness.
Wow.
I don't know what to say. I really don't. Make sure you pack a couple of those for me to take home with me. Save me from going to Wendy's on the way home from the studio tonight.
We got to make this like a monthly segment.
Sure.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Because
Now that we're thinking about it, sure. Now that you guys have thought about it,
Change it. We had to change the dynamic, though. Oh, wait, there's a little piece of pork on the puff screen.
Windscreen.
that's what the windscreen's for.
Change it from the shit Herm says to the shit Herm
Herm
cooks. Yeah.
The shit
see?
Herm cooks.
Oh, my God. Tremendous. Tremendously disgusting.
Heard.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next one.
All right.
All right.
I've been worried about this one. When you
No.
told me the name of it, I was like, I do not want to know.
Devil's
All right.
tampon.
This one.
The devil's
tampon. You just inspired me. I now have to make that.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
and I know exactly where he's going with that.
Fuck me. All
I'm
right.
using some of those peppers I'm growing in the garden, the death peppers. This is referred to and was called an ABT.
Tell him what that
Now,
means.
that is initials, and those initials stand for Atomic Buffalo Turds.
You see why I'm worried right now. All of you
Yeah.
out there
Atomic
driving
Buffalo
in your car.
Turds.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so plates. I need a
Okay.
plate.
Plate right here.
The plate.
Now, as he's throwing these turds on
All right,
here,
so-
he's going to describe
All right,
what
so
makes an atomic buffalo turd.
what I did was you take jalapenos.
It looks like a turd.
It does. That's why they're called that. It looks like a little piece of shit.
It does.
It's a jalapeno. I top them and cut them in half and remove the seeds and most of the capsaicin veins.
Okay.
I then stuffed them with a blend of pepper jack cheese, cream cheese, and a little bit of Frank's Red Hot powder.
Ooh.
Then on top of that, I placed a Johnsonville makes a Grill Mate sausages.
Yeah.
There is a quarter. You take the sausages and cut them in half lengthwise, and then cut them in half across. So you place a nice little piece of these. And this one I used brown sugar bourbon smoked sausage. You lay that over the cheese filling. Then you wrap it all in bacon. I hit it with a little brown sugar and some rub, and then I smoked it for about 2 hours till the jalapeno is nice and tender.
Till they were delicious.
Yes, till they
Now
were
I got to lead
delicious.
this one off.
Go
And
ahead.
I'm telling you guys right now, as a guy who's had a heart attack before, if I have a heart attack from this, I go out dead stiff and smiling.
You're
This is
happy. It's
gorgeous.
okay. I'll call Derek. It's all right.
Yeah, well, he's on the hook anyway.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna take the first bite like I did last time without the dressing. Then I'm going for the dressing. So here we go. Let's see. Oh my God, I can see cheese popping out of every vein. Here we go.
Yeah. The bacon holds everything together.
Bacon is the
It's
binder.
kind of like a jalapeno popper on like
Ultra-roid.
late 90s steroids.
Okay, for me, it's delicious. First of all, it's disgusting. Too much cheese for me.
And I went light.
Yeah, and
I
I'm-
went
I'm
light because
just-
it's only half full.
I love it. It's tasty. I don't know that I can get through the rest of it. No offense to you, but this is really good.
All right, here we go.
I'm giving you my turd, but dude, really fucking tasty.
Oh, my. Whoa.
See, that's a cheese guy right over there. Holy Moses.
Bring me the cheese, all of it.
You can give me another one of those crinkly son bitches if you want. Whatever you fucking call them. Was it the shotgun shell?
Shotgun shell.
Oh, that's my shit right there. That's my jam. This is the balls and the taint. This shotgun shell is the entire region. It is that fucking good. If you want these recipes, look online because Herm's not giving up his shit. Really, this is wow.
The bacon on this one is just like perfect.
And you know what, on the ABT, the bacon crispy on the edge, which I like, but I like chewy bacon as well.
Me too. That's how
really
I like
well done.
Yeah, it's cooked enough that it has bite.
You get the flavor and the profile of both cheeses, which I like. You're not just overwhelmed. But again, too much cheese is bad for Chris, so I had to duck out of that one. Really good stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Tremendously disgusting.
Happy barbecue day.
Yay!
Barbecue day is a good thing. I'm going to take one bite of this, and Lynch is leading the show, so he's going to tell us where we go and how we do it.
As soon as I get the rest of this in my mouth.
Fuck me, this is... Oh, shit. Food porn, guys. This is... Wow. I can't... Wow. I can't.
I can't either.
I might just quit the show and just eat these shotgun shells for the rest of my life, all 35 minutes of it, because if I eat too many of these, you are going to be calling Derek the Undertaker to come haul my fat ass away. Wow.
Bravo. Standing O.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So if you're ever in the southeastern Connecticut area and you want to taste some really good barbecue as I'm talking with my fucking mouth full,
Yes, you are.
you go to Noble Smokehouse, Mystic, Connecticut. Herm is the king down there. He's going to make you some barbecue like you have never eaten before.
Yeah, man. Just found out today we made it. The New London Day does the best of.
Yep.
And they sort through everything, and they do best of awards, and then there's a deeper category that is the best of the best awards. Noble Smokehouse is on that list. I posted that today.
Yep.
I voted.
We are on the best of the best list. So
I'm letting you know I voted for Applebee's because I really do like their riblets. Yeah,
Get
I'm
out.
full of shit.
I'm going to turn his mic off now.
You're banned.
It's just going to be me and Lynch now. You guys
You're
won't hear
fucked.
Chris. It's just going to sound like
Fuck
this.
your pick!
See, that's what it sounds like now. Yeah, it's much better that
How's
way.
how's that pick going for you?
It's doing all right. No, I voted for Noble Smokehouse. There's no other choice.
As did I. It was a no-brainer.
All right. Wow.
Yeah, literally, like my boss texted me today. He's like, "Yo, I need you to bring a couple of those fucking turds in tomorrow." I'm like, "I got you, bro. I got you. I got you."
If anybody ever found his phone out of context, he'd be like, "What the fuck is this guy
Right?
into?"
Right? Like literally, like what's my Google search? Shotgun shells, buffalo turds. Something's up. This guy needs help.
He brought 3 in on a stringer.
You got a little hitchhiker there on your right there. There you go.
Oh, fuck.
But it's an edible hitchhiker.
Okay. I'm with Lynch on this one. That jelly. Oh, my God.
Isn't that good? They put that on anything.
I'd put that on my...
Hot dog, hamburger.
You could. The jelly's sweet, just sweet enough, but also spicy. I tried it with a little peanut butter today, and it was fucking amazing.
I'm sure it would be.
I would slather that on my arm and eat myself to my shoulder.
I'd like to see you try.
Hey, you got any more of that?
I got 2 more jars at the home.
Anything for ratings, Lynch. You know I'm
I got another arm I got to consume here.
you know I'm down. I'm gonna look like Rick Allen from Def Leppard when I'm done with this jelly.
And I have the drum set for you.
Pour some jelly on me. Barbecue. All right, we've gone off the rails.
All right, anyway.
Where do you want to go?
All right. Light of recent events. Mm-hmm. I want people to sit back and think about when they got angry as a child. What was your go-to?
We had a shed out back. You'd throw rocks at the shed.
Or
Pissed my old man off because now he's got this shed. One side is dented as fuck, but you throw rocks at the shed, you're mad. You're like, F my dad and F this and F the rules, and that was my go-to.
All right, so and some kids went to their room.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You go out, you beat a stick on a tree, you throw a rock, you're mad.
You go to Dusky's house and beat the shit out of him.
Yep.
Yeah, you go to your room, read a book, get the fuck away from whatever's making you angry.
Yep.
Right.
So at what point in our lives did grabbing a weapon and walking into a public place and opening fire replace that kind of simple aggression outlet in today's society? What? All right, so for those of you who are listening,
when did we cross the "I'm mad and gonna beat you up" to "and gonna beat you up"
Right. When did we hit
to
the falling
fuck
down?
this, I'm just going to get a gun and kill you and 4 other people where you work.
Yeah, random dudes.
Is this falling down with Michael Douglas? I just
Kind of.
snap one day and I go to McDonald's and
I have
just.
to pee, but I have a theory.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'd like to hear your theory.
Herm's theories are always fun. But go on, please.
If for those who are listening who don't know, I mean, I don't know where you've been for the last couple days, but over the course of the weekend, over the course of 36 hours, there were 3 mass shootings in the United States. Now, I had looked it up earlier in the Google machine. I'm going to look it up again as I talk here. This is why I posed that question.
Okay.
Because one of the acts of violence was in Buffalo, New York.
Right.
18-year-old white kid walks into a grocery store and targets black people.
Yeah.
13 people shot.
10 died.
11 black.
Yeah.
The security guard died. They got shot and died. And then you had the one in California. A Chinese guy, or of Asian descent, I will say. We don't know if he's Chinese, Korean, or whatever.
Good catch.
There you go.
Walks into a church, a Presbyterian church, and starts unloading. Now, in that situation...
Like unloading boxes? Or
Yeah, right?
Pew,
I'm
pew,
curious,
pew.
was he trafficking cocaine?
unloading food supplies?
Pew, pew. Bang, bang, shoot, shoot. In that situation, the congregation led a revolt, hogtied him until the cops got there.
Oh, that's the guy
Fuck 'em.
today in California. They hogtied him with a fucking extension cord.
Yeah.
And they were
Yeah.
like, fucking, you ain't going nowhere, bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
Sit down, Wong.
thankfully, the collateral damage in that one...
Can I say Wong?
Yeah,
Sure.
I just did.
You did.
it's a name. It's a word. It's not offensive.
If Yen can shoot,
Yang can,
so can you.
So can you.
Yang can cook. I used to love that fucking show.
He was the best.
But anyway, I digest. Yeah,
I'm digesting now.
right now.
I'm going after that sauce again. Keep going.
What the fuck is wrong with us as a society? What triggers somebody to that point? I mean, I've been angry before in my life. I was in a really foul mood all fucking day yesterday.
Me too.
And it stemmed from an incident that didn't even happen to me. But I got sucked into drama and bullshit. And as you all know, I went through rehab a couple months ago, and I don't deal with that shit very well anymore. I call people out when I see bullshit. And I'm at a point with a certain person in my life's relationship or friendship that it's not going to end well. If I explode, it's not going to end well. And I'm going to be a big fucking asshole. Well, you know what? Act like a grown-up, and I won't have to say these things.
You know, all right,
But
Go ahead.
I've never been so angry as to walk into that room over there, grab the 2 Glock pistols that are registered to me, my 2 cans of ammo, and walk into a store and take out that aggression.
like I said, avoid my home base of business on Thursday. Shoot it up anytime you like. Just make sure it's not Thursday because I'm in the building.
Tuesday between 3 and 4.
I could do Tuesday between 3 and 4. I'm on the road, bitch.
But I mean,
Go ahead, please.
Mass shooters are not a new thing. They've been around for decades and decades
No,
and decades.
no.
It's just I'm
It's
gonna
more
look it up
prevalent
right-
now.
You
No,
guys
he's
can talk.
right.
I'm going to look up a couple.
It's
facts.
more prevalent
I don't
now.
know as if it's prevalent. I don't know as if it's prevalent.
Is it more well advertised?
Well, it's also the 24-hour news cycle.
There's where I'm going.
Yeah.
You had just as much pedophilia, kidnapping, all kinds of cases. However, if you lived in Wichita, Kansas, you didn't know anything that happened in a small town in Texas.
No.
And they didn't know anything that happened in a small town up and through the 80s, man.
In 1982,
Before the advent of the internet,
yeah,
you had the AP
or
wire, bro.
CNN.
You had
24-hour news cycle.
Even then, you had some, but still, before the internet, and you could go anywhere.
CNN was given birth in 1981. The next year was Adam Walsh. So everybody knew Adam Walsh.
Right, and like the whole thing was with
John Benet Ramsey, same thing. The Peterson case, Scott Peterson, his beautiful ass wife, who, dude, you didn't have to kill her. You could just send her my way.
Right, even then,
She
it
was
was
cute.
only done through TV and through that media. It
Right.
was the advent of the internet that allowed everybody to find out what happened in every town, everywhere in the USA.
Like I give a shit about the guy who got, shot in Peoria, Illinois. I
right,
don't give a fuck.
but the news
God
media,
damn, that food was gorgeous.
the news media has used that and they get their information extremely fast. So given the national cable system and what broadcasting system we have, and giving the speed with which information can be disseminated now, you're not seeing any more incidents of it. What you are is you're just made aware of 400 incidents that happened that you would have that 100 years ago would have never you would have known about.
Right, and the problem with that is people think that there's this epidemic, like this is it's all going on now, and no, it's like you said, it's always been happening.
Look, my mama told me not to get in nobody's van and don't get in nobody. You know what I mean? It was the same rules. It was still worried about the same shit.
See, that's funny. My dad told me to get in the van if they had milk duds. That was my favorite.
What I mean? But like our moms told us not to go with anybody. There was a code word. People. There was no internet, but they were still worried about the same shit. The difference is now we found out that what happened in Sacramento in a small church that we would have never found out about in 1973.
All right, so some statistics that I looked up while you guys were conversating there.
Thank you.
Now, this is strictly 2021. It breaks it down by month. I'm not going to go that deep. All right, calendar year 2021, between January and December of 2021, there were 689 instances of mass shootings.
When they say mass, what is the what's the baseline?
What's the category that makes it a mass shooting?
10 or more?
I am doing the definition right now.
Okay, just checking. Want to be thorough.
3 or more persons shot in one incident, excluding the perpetrator or perpetrators at one location at roughly the same time.
Okay.
Excluding shootings associated with organized crime, gangs, or drug wars. So this is just random Joe, Michael Douglas falling down.
Like the Virginia Tech kid.
That Virginia Tech qualifies as a mass shooting.
Yeah. 33 victims.
Right,
and 34 if you count dipshit McGee who did the shooting.
Right.
So out of those 689, there were 702 casualties in total in 2021. The total number wounded, including the shooters, is 2,823. All right. You take those numbers and you crunch it up against a war, it's going to sound pretty paltry, right?
When you compare it to
when you compare an
yes.
apples to an orange.
Or pomegranates even.
Or pomegranates. But the thing that fucking kills me is that why are we doing this? What motivates these people? Like Adam Lanza, he was a fucking nutcase. He had access to guns, and he should never have had the access to guns.
The answer is Judas Priest.
No, Marilyn Manson.
Thank you, Rob Halford.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson, too, yeah.
That was Columbine.
Yeah.
So Adam Lanza...
We were just listening
to
talking about that.
Was it Small Town Murder Express?
Those guys didn't even listen to Marilyn Manson.
No, they were into Rammstein.
They were into German
industrial metal.
Yeah,
well, they were just an easy target.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So back on track here. We know it's more prevalent now. Adam Lanza never should have had access to a weapon, nor should have the gentleman in Buffalo, New York, 18 years old, who was interviewed by law enforcement the year prior because he threatened to do a mass shooting at his high school. Mm-hmm. So he was interviewed and released.
The thing I found most fascinating about the Buffalo story was after he is apprehended, he gives them this manifesto.
Yeah, it's 180,
180 pages.
Yeah.
And I got to read probably 9 or 10 pages today.
I liked my manifesto better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was just everybody dies Thursday.
Yeah.
It was short and sweet.
Short, sweet, to the point.
Mine said, thank you, fuck you, bye. But reading some of this stuff, first of all, I hate and I love the fact in equal measure that people are blaming this, that, well, this guy was a hardcore, ultra MAGA Trumper gimmick. No, dude was tapped. He fingered a lot of the Republican conservatives as, this is part of my target. He pointed at guys like Ben Shapiro and who's the other guy, big Jewish news commentator guy, as rats. They're trying to control everything. So this guy isn't a Trump right-leaning, crazy wacko scumbag.
No, he was kind of mad at them.
Yeah.
He was mad. He was mad at people that lean that way.
Yes.
Right.
He was more, and this is what the left-leaning media is not going to tell you, because it's in the manifesto. If you can find it, it's on the Google machine.
Yep.
Read the excerpts. I just scrolled through and I read certain pages. I wasn't going to spend a day reading this shit. Why glorify this guy any more than we are right now, and the more that the media is right now? But this dude was tapped. He was gone. He's the bell tower shooter. He's the Columbine kids. He's the guy that shot Dimebag and 4 other people.
Yeah, he's the most recent subway shooter in New York. Same thing. Same thing. Just completely tapped. Not obviously a mental illness issue of some sort.
Mm-hmm. And to answer your question, Lynch, why is this going on now? I don't think we're ever going to have the answer. Because people could point to music or movies or video games, or they could point to vegetables, or they could point to the Democrats versus the Republicans. This guy's obviously a white supremacist. He wrote it in his manifesto that he was trying to do, what did they call it now, the great replenishment, taking out all of the minorities, no matter what race they are, so it could be a white planet. Big problem with that. Look, we've said it before. You're never going to end racism.
We're technically the minority on this fucking rock, bro.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
saying.
much. Yeah, but not to this kid, who chances are, if you look under his bed, he's got copies of Mein Kampf coming out the wazoo. The dude was sick. And mental illness is not something to be trifled with. And over the last 25 years, we have come a long way in dealing with mental illness. Now, I don't think every kid or every teenager or every adult... I say we all have some sort of mental illness in one way or the other, but this kid he won the trophy. He really did. He won the trophy.
Yeah, he got the gold star for the week.
Yeah.
Already. I mean, we're already into 2022, and the numbers are, it's scary. We're looking at 198, I believe, for just 2022 right now. I mean, I'm scrolling, and the list just keeps growing. I mean, it's so. Here's where the people who want to take your firearms away are going to start crawling out of the woodwork.
Oh yeah.
So I know personally, you and I have talked this before, and I think we talked about it on the old show about.
I remember that show, Chris and the guy who didn't work as hard.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the official title.
Yes.
So far, according to NPR, 198 mass shootings, 19 weeks into 2022. So multiply that out. We could meet or break last year's numbers. Making gun rules tougher, more restrictive, and make it harder to get a gun isn't going to change things.
No, because
9 times out of 10, you want access to a gun. It's going to be illegally. Mm-hmm. It's going to be not serial numbered.
The war on drugs did a really great job, didn't it, Foyt?
Great.
Oh my God!
And
it's the same
that
thing.
Leads into the drug trade. We're making small strides in that with legalizing marijuana, because why is a guy going away for a dime in prison for carrying some pot? I think that is fucking ridiculous. Whereas we get people who rape, smack around, beat women, get 5 years and let go in 2.5, 3 because they behaved themselves in the clink. Mm-hmm. You know, let the punishment fit the crime.
He was the best cashier at the commissary.
Yeah, he whittled the best shanks and chopped clothes. but you know, the gun nuts who are against guns are going to come crawling out of the woodwork, and it's going to give the left something to fixate their target on.
It's going to give both sides something, and this is where I'm going to kind of plant my feet directly in the middle. The left is going to call for more gun control. The right's going to call for more, mental health care. Neither one of them is technically wrong, but the way they approach it is wrong.
You can't just say, like, tomorrow I'm going to make it mandatory everybody gets a psych eval. You can't do that. That's a baby step process. Mm-hmm. You got to slowly introduce that, because they say you're basically changing someone's behavior over a course of time. If you're already fucking nuts and you already have a gun, what good does that do you tomorrow?
It doesn't, and like
does everybody who wants to legally obtain a gun, who isn't mentally unstable or has a disease or a sickness that would make them capable of doing something like this, That's what we're trying to nail down. Not the people who, like me, and like Herm, and anybody else who carries a gun on the planet, who does it so responsibly.
Right.
And making it harder for my friends to get a gun in a year when 1,000 whack jobs already have guns that legally obtain weapons. And what about the illegal treated guns?
Well, it's like I've always said, if you outlaw guns, only the outlaws will have guns.
And the common folk will have to go to the outlaws to get what they feel is a peace of mind and protection.
But what some of these tree huggers don't understand is that when that beautiful living document that is currently englassed in vacuum sealed, whatever the fuck it is, lucite or glass or whatever, the second thing in that Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments, was you have the right to keep and bear arms. Now, legally, because again, with Adam Lanza, with the Columbine kids, with this jackass, all illegally obtained. So, yeah, go ahead and make it harder for the responsible folk like me, like you, like Herm, like Zach, like anybody, to obtain a firearm to protect themselves, or to even just go target shooting or hunting or whatever the fuck you want to do with it. Hunting a deer is one thing. Hunting human beings at a grocery store is nuts.
But yeah, and it's not a concept I can wrap my head around, because I think, as a lot of people do, human life is precious, and that it's not up to you to make that choice on a Saturday. I'm going to go and kill these 4 motherfuckers just because. That just shows a wanton lack of respect for anybody or anything, including themselves. And they're just going to be judge, jury, and executioner all in one swoop. I have a very hard time saying, I don't have a very hard time saying this, but I have a very hard time admitting to myself, I wish the kid were fucking shot in the head by the cops.
Why? So he can be, well, wait. He's a white kid, right?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
No, he wouldn't have had T-shirts.
I don't give a fuck whether you're white, black, purple, Chinese.
He would not have had T-shirts.
Zebras.
I don't even know what this guy's name is, nor do I want to know, but he wouldn't have had a T-shirt.
And for those of you listening who were offended by that, I'm sorry, but
what he meant to say was eat shit.
Eat shit and live, because this kid does not deserve to breathe the same oxygen supply that I do. He went out and made a decision, made the choice to cause violence to people who are just going about their fucking day. Okay? We're going to waste more money throwing him behind bars or in some sort of mental institution for the rest of his fucking life. He's only 18, so he's got quite a haul ahead of him. At least still 69, 70 years old.
If the system does
what it's supposed to do. And unfortunately, when you get a mental case like
he
this,
may never see the light of day outside of those walls again.
But
you figure
he made
10 victims?
But you know how
I know where you're going.
How cushy it is right now because of the current environment in the government, between the transgender movement and the anti and pro-abortion movements.
He wasn't a tranny, was he?
No.
Okay, just checking.
But
I want to make sure. I want to get the correlation.
Everybody's walking on eggshells with every politically motivated decision that needs to be made. If they throw him away for life, somebody's going to cry about it.
Okay.
If they don't throw him away for life, somebody's going to cry about it. You can't. It's a no-win scenario in this situation, and unfortunately, it's no win on us people who want to protect the Second Amendment and make it accessible to people within reason to get access to a firearm should they legally want to.
Agree.
I mean, it's like the fight on drugs. You're never going to stop it.
Such a grand, wonderful victory.
Isn't it? It's still going on. It's still going on, and we're on our home ground. I mean, Portland, fucking Oregon. It's methville.
Mm-hmm.
All those Midwest and Far West places are becoming more and more driven by meth. You know why? Because it's cheap and easy to cook and easy to sell.
Exactly. You look like you. I don't mean to step on you, but I'm looking at his face and I see the vein coming out of your forehead.
No, I have a theory in regards to not this specific situation and not giving any attention to anybody specifically. More along the lines of what the reason is that we're so quick to, rather than just beat somebody up, people are in that, let's just go and escalate it to the max. I think the internet has a lot to do with it, and I'm not some old person
Yeah, you
being a dickhead.
I was agreeing with the old person part.
Heard. I'm looking at things and trends over time, and the advent of the internet. We slowly, and for the last 30 years and 20 since it really got really, really, really big, we are constantly trying to make a video, make a picture with a snippet, put some sort of social media out there that continually tops something that did before it.
Like we're always vying for
We're always trying to go and vie for first place. So if you're trying to just, I want to fuck somebody up, if that's the natural lead in and that's the natural progression, then it becomes the first thing you think of is, in order for me to make an impression, make an impact, and to outdo anybody else who's just did whatever they did, I have to go kill 7 people.
Or 10 or 20 or 30.
Right, or whatever the amount is. I have
Right.
to go to where I worked and just blow everybody away because I'm mad.
Well, and I kind of fall in line with that theory because look at Instagram. All it is a fucking popularity contest. You have people that make money being social influencers. Wear this makeup, drive this car, wear
Suck
these
this
clothes.
dick. Oh, never mind. That's my Instagram.
And I think Mike's
The
kind of very
opinions expressed here are
solely of the individuals expressing them.
And viewers like you.
Oh, company.
By the way, time out. I didn't mean hit hard like that, motherfucker. Go to Instagram, find cburns19, join me on Instagram, follow for a follow. I don't mind having you guys along for the ride, but Herm just takes shit in the wrong direction every fucking time.
Sometimes it's appropriate.
Not this time. Hit life hard, not hit somebody hard.
oh,
God damn
it
it.
wasn't specific.
Oh, yeah.
Neither was Charlie Benante when he signed the fucking drumhead, but
Hit
Jesus. Always hit hard, motherfucker. I'm thinking of hitting life hard. You're like, you want to find out? I'll slap your ass.
I'll slap your ass in the next week.
I'm like, bitch, please. Stop this. Why
Wigger, please.
don't you try loving somebody?
Love's
Aside
overrated.
yourself.
Go ahead.
So anyway, I think Mike's falling on a good point here. It is about numbers. It's about popularity. Look, if I do this tomorrow, I'm going to be known for the next 30 seconds, and that's the problem with
Right,
the 24
I'm gonna be an instant Instagram or Facebook.
I'm going to be a social
I'm
media
gonna be
hero,
I'll be everywhere.
and I'm going to be in the headlines. Well, yeah, you'll be in the headlines for 30 seconds until the next bad thing happens.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the sad part of the 24-hour news cycle is that we lose track of a story we're really interested in on Monday. By the time Thursday rolls around,
We got something new and exciting.
Well, it's at the bottom of the barrel and it's harder to find. You really got to start digging deep into the
Right,
interwebs.
they've already stacked 30 stories. On
They've
top
moved
of it.
on.
Yeah, they've moved on from that story. And if it's a story that's compelling to you, you better hit add bookmark or write that URL down because guess what? You're going to have a real hard time finding it later.
Who's Earl?
Earl?
Yeah, you just said URL. That spells Earl.
Earl.
Are
I
you
put
work-
that in my car to keep it working.
Oh,
I-
I thought that's the guy that the Dixie Chicks killed.
And I had an Earl change done on the Land Rover
Okay.
today.
Goodbye, Earl.
You had to die.
Yeah, a
I sound
fucking
just like her.
upbeat, bumpy song about killing a dude.
Hey, sold
Oh, my
records.
God. Yeah, it did.
On
Now they
tip-
can't even be the Dixie Chicks anymore. They're just the chicks. Not even good-looking ones.
They brought it in. It's new. They're just the dicks.
The dicks? They just combined. They squished it like fuck, what is that game on the squeeze game on Price is Right?
Yes.
Doot, 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 doot.
We changed from the Dixie Chicks. We just squeezed the name. We are now the Dicks.
The dicks. Done.
We look the same.
You are what you eat. Move along.
Anyway. But yeah, I think that's a downfall of the 24-hour news cycle, and you're only going to be popular for a hot minute, kid. Yeah, Andy Warhol said 15 minutes of fame.
Right.
No such thing
No,
anymore. You're famous for 15 seconds.
I'm going to
and then-
piggyback both of your points because, especially in this day and age, not a parent like you, Herm, or a parent like me, or some of the great parents that I know of children under 18 in this day and age, but I'm going to paint with a really big-ass brush. Kids today do not know consequence. Oh, you broke a window? That's all right. At least nobody got hurt. No, fuck you. You broke a window. You're going to be mowing lawns for the next 3 weeks to pay for that window. That's how it was in our day.
Right.
you got a piss poor grade. Your parents showed the report card to you and said, explain this grade. Nope. Now they march down to the school, hold the report card in front of the teacher's face,
want to know why
and
Johnny
say,
got a C.
explain this grade.
You say that. I read a very, very funny story. It's from Reddit, so who knows if it's true or not.
Right.
But I was leaning towards that it was true. An educator gave a test. I want to say they're like 6th graders. The kid got a 30% on it. Now, the teacher gave him a second opportunity to take the test. The kid said, I don't want to. Teacher says, well, I don't want to fail you. My job is to make you learn, and my
Right.
job is to make you succeed. So he gave the kid a test,
Kudos to the teacher.
and kudos to him. He got a 60. The kid went home, complained to the parents. The parents went and had a school board meeting with the Board of Ed, the superintendent, rather, and the principal. My son said he didn't want to retake this test.
Tough.
And the teacher spoke and said, I want him to pass. I don't want him to fail. I want him to find out why he failed and improve. That's my job as an educator.
Kudos to the teacher again.
So the parents filed a formal complaint against this teacher for doing his fucking job. Now, that's few and far between these days where an educator will actually go out of his or her way to make sure that kid doesn't struggle and doesn't fail his class.
Because parents...
He said, guess what? Next time, fuck it. I'll give him the 35, and then you can blame little Johnny Rotten cunt because he doesn't want to do the work.
Well, I'm glad you gave Johnny a cunt, because nowadays that can happen.
Well, you never know who he identifies as.
One of the things that we suffer from nowadays, again, I have to exclude Herm and myself and some of the great parents that I know, and I know they're raising their kids right to the best of their ability. This generation of parents suffers from NMK, which means not my kid.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
my kid would never do that.
Johnny burned down the gymnasium last week. Not my kid.
Nope, he would never do that.
Susie was caught in the bathroom smoking cigarettes. Nope, not my kid. Hey, your kid wore a dress to school, went into the female bathroom and raped another female student. Nope, not my kid. And that's where we are, and it sucks. Because, look, around the room, we're all born in the 70s. You caught your fair share of ass whoopings, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Fucking A-Reddit,
You so much as raise your voice to a kid now, they are taught words are violence, which they're not. A brick to the face is violence. And that if your parents yell at you, feel free to come to your counselor, and we'll talk about it, and we'll make sure mommy and daddy are dealt with
The
accordingly.
police told me when I called the police on them, they came to my house and said, your daddy can beat your ass till you 16.
Yeah, the
Have a
officer
good
will
day.
offer you his belt back in the day. Wait, you called the cops. You called me.
I'll pick the switch.
Yeah, you called me because your parents yelled at you? Sir, come here. I'll lend you this belt. It's got a gun on it and everything. It'll hurt a little bit worse when you swing it. Fucking Christ.
Well, that's a good point to bring up, Chris, is consequences. And you know as well as I do that kids, like you already said it, they don't have consequences for their actions. Either the system or their parents or a friend will be there to scoop them out of danger and
stroke their egos
and make them feel good about themselves by everyone getting an award. Nobody loses here. Well, losing is part of life. Mm-hmm. And I know you and I have had this discussion personally before. Mm-hmm. If you don't learn the value of your consequences to your actions, is that why 18, 19, 20-year-olds do this kind of shit? I feel yes, because they were never taught you can't do that because it's against the law. You can't do that.
Regardless of the legality of it, there's a consequence.
It's morals. It's
right.
Moral turpitude.
No, it's they weren't given limits.
Exactly.
Well,
to a child, limits are security. It lets them play in an area and work within an area in life, and they know exactly what's going on as long as they stay within those limits.
This is my backyard.
They know what happens if they go to the line. They know what happens if they cross it. If they step outside of the box, they know. Without drawing the box on the ground and giving no limits, the children don't know what they can and can't do, and don't learn what they should and shouldn't do. They just think they can do everything they want to because they've been told they can do anything they want to.
Oh, without that caveat of you have to work hard and play by the rules. That's why Simba doesn't have a dad, because he went to the elephant graveyard and got his dad fucked up and died.
Exactly. And we have the world's best.
Who'd have thought I would use the Lion King as a parenting tool?
Not me.
See? Herm's blown away.
I think his brain is hurting.
It's hurt.
What's left of it?
It's in pain.
It's the brain pain, coach.
It's the brain pain. No, we have the world's best babysitter.
The internet.
Exactly. Internet, TV.
Herm and I were talking about this earlier.
iPhones, Xboxes, PlayStations. It's easier to park a 5-year-old in front of a television so they can watch Romper Stomper, Boom, Bing Bang Boom, or
Barney or
Peppa
SpongeBob
Pig,
or whatever the fuck.
Pepper Pig or whatever the fuck it is. It's easier to do that than actually spend time with your child, go over some homework, engage in conversation with your child. I remember that. My dad, 8, 9 years old. Hey, Chris, how was your day? Everything was good except for recess. That kind of sucked.
That's what dinner was for.
Yep.
Exactly. And they don't do that anymore.
That was the town square every night.
When we sat down at dinner, and that's what dinner was for.
Exactly. There was actual engagement.
Dinner was for finding out exactly what the fuck went down with everybody's day, and what do we need to think about and work about tomorrow.
You know what's dinner now? Hey, come get it out of the microwave.
Yeah.
And Johnny runs to his room.
I brought us a pizza.
Puts on his headphones.
Get back on TikTok and make your stupid dance videos.
Gets back on Call of Duty or fucking Fortnite, because that is more important than the nuclear family, which I think is way gone in today's society.
Oh, yeah.
And everything I'm bringing up, I think, is what we need to revisit as a society to raise better kids.
But sadly, as long as people will continue to allow, kids don't get grounded the same way anymore. If you got grounded, when I got grounded, it was you go to school, you come home. If you had a job, you go to your job and go to school, you come home.
There were levels.
Oh yeah.
You like grounded. Like you could be grounded. Like what do you mean grounded? Well, like you can't leave the yard for a week.
You can't go out. You can't go out of the house with your friends.
You're not grounded to the yard. You could be grounded to the house. You could be grounded to your goddamn room.
Yep. No television.
You're not going to
that.
Mike's house after school today. You are not riding your bike around the neighborhood.
And nowadays, you're grounded.
Let me take your iPhone away.
Whatever the fuck. Yeah, but then they still go in the room. They got their televisions and their video games and their laptops. And I can't take the laptop away. They need that for homework. The homework was done 2 hours ago. They're talking with their friends.
My father come in my room with a trash bag and take everything in my room.
You earn it back.
Took everything I fucking owned out except for my clothes and the bed.
Yeah,
that's the way it was done. But nowadays, that's
you'll get this when I'm damn good and ready to give it back.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays,
what do you mean? No time limit? Oh, when I feel like it.
Yep.
Nowadays, that kind of treatment is child
because the
cruelty.
kids hold all the cards, and that's what's going on with these shootings, in my opinion. You guys made great points. I agree with all of them, but the fact that kids don't have discipline, risk, reward, consequence, responsibility, going back to last week, those are the 4 things I instill in my daughter.
Well, you can live your entire life with
those little bastards had to be up at dawn to milk cows and fucking do chores.
Okay, thank you for bringing that up.
They wouldn't be shooting nobody.
Not that I'm going to give away where Herm lives, but if you go to where Herm lives, you think the Viet Cong live in his front yard. And his mower's broke, so he's got this Ward Cleaver 1947 Rototill blade mower.
Real mower.
I got the old,
and you made a really fantastic point. If this were when we were kids, some neighborhood kid would have already knocked on your door, towing their push mower behind them.
They'd already have the mower at the front yard. Hey,
exactly.
Man, you want me to do your lawn for $20?
Exactly.
Kids don't do that.
But you can't pull them away from Call of Duty or TikTok or whatever the fuck. There's no responsibility and reward. They get rewarded for breathing. This is bullshit.
Well, here's a scary little fact for you. Is the majority of kids that graduate high school and go off to university, they've never worked a day in their life.
No.
So they spend their entire life being fed, clothed, with a dwelling.
Catered to. Everywhere.
They got their license. Parents bought the car. Or the car was a bar mitzvah gift or a bat mitzvah gift, whatever. They get to college. They do their 2 or 4 years. And the first job they land is in their field. and they don't know how to balance a checkbook. They don't understand a retirement account. They don't understand what's grocery shopping. No, somebody did that for me when I was 10 years old.
I just opened the cabinet and food was there.
And food was magically there.
Well, no, yeah, but nobody knows that. To argue that point, if you go out on your own at 18, that's when you learn that. The educational system, when you're going to college, you're still in the educational mode, which puts you in the same as the kids in that are 13 in middle school. They're that close to going out on their own yet, but they're still not there. They're still in that slight bubble. I can see where you're going with this.
It's just basic life skills, not taught. Not taught to the extent as when we were in school.
Yeah, but we weren't. Like what? Like balancing a checkbook? How relevant is that today?
No,
but at least
When's the last time you wrote a checkbook or balanced a checkbook?
I click this little red button right here, and it tells me everything I need to know.
Call us
Wells Fargo.
No, I know that, but
call us old-fashioned.
But that's their generation. That's
right. But we come from a generation where that information wasn't able to be disseminated that way.
Right.
Now, I haven't balanced a checkbook in 15 fucking years because I can go on any minute of any day and know exactly what it is. So
yeah.
That one particular point, balancing a checkbook, I'm going to disagree with that. Now, the rest of it,
personal finances. I'll roll it into that.
We had when we went to school in Ledyard, senior year, you did two classes, half and half. Remember, there was a government class,
government economics,
and then an economics class.
Fuck
first
Mr.
half,
Mazzarella, that fat fuck.
Yeah, I had Mr. Minikowski, so
you got off light.
It was a great fucking class.
I can imagine.
But that's what we did. They learned. We covered how to balance a checkbook. We covered how clearinghouses work for checks, how that whole checking system works.
Mm-hmm.
Are you telling me they don't have these classes anymore, or is the real issue that the kids aren't taking them?
Well, a lot of schools have taken home ec out of their curriculum, and that's a sad fact.
I can understand that, and
and home ec to me isn't just math and personal finance. It's learning how to be
cooking and sewing
a functional human.
You can tell if you. I don't use TikTok. I have it. I've made a couple videos. I think it sucks. It's probably going to get deleted next week. But there was a video that went viral of a girl videoing herself cooking a steak in a flat iron pan. Don't know what went wrong. A fire starts. She doesn't know how to put out the fire. She doesn't know to turn off the heat. She doesn't know to cover it with a lid. She doesn't know all that shit that we learned as children, not only in home economic, but in every fire safety class we ever had from first grade on. She just going nuts, and she never stops filming. Oh my God, I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, but that's how they run. They'd rather be helpless.
Exactly. It's a victim society,
and let the world burn down around them.
And it's
sad.
Look, it's not that my mother taught me everything she knew, but I was fucking around. I was present. I watched her cook. I watched her do this. I watched her do that.
You picked up little by little, piece by piece.
Tried to do it, fucked it up. There was corrections. The kids nowadays don't care. They don't want to know how to cook. That's why all these sorry ass white girls get men with that sorry ass fucking Alfredo they make.
Yeah, if they make it, it might come from a ragu jar.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's literally they think the epitome is heavy cream and treat and some Parm cheese. That's not that's
not Alfredo.
That's not Alfredo, bitch.
No, Alfredo runs the number 23 car on Saturday. Anthony Alfredo.
And that's what it is. They think because they mix a couple of quick ingredients that they know something. Oh, I don't need to know. I can just watch a video.
I'm going to make my boyfriend pasta pesto.
There's a lot of things you can do if you watch a video if you have prerequisite knowledge.
Like, that's how I learned how to change the blades of my mower. That's
Right,
how I learned how
right.
to change the belt on my mower.
Right.
You know?
But you kind of had to have some.
I know how to use a wrench.
And know how to look around
Yeah.
the mower. You can't just jump in and be like, I don't even know how to work a crescent wrench, but I'm
Yeah.
going to fix this mower.
Yeah. You have to have the wherewithal to actually want to learn that skill or trade a little bit to make yourself less dangerous. Like, I'm a jack of all trades. One thing I will not do is electrical.
Yeah, well, like
I'll leave that to the pros.
women don't care about anything that would be that was considered like like homemaking.
Yeah.
They're not. They're more concerned with doing hot girl shit now.
Well, hot girl shit doesn't pay the bills.
No, well, it does.
Sometimes.
it does. That's
unless
what
you're on
OnlyFans. That's
OnlyFans.
what OnlyFans is for.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they want to do hot girl shit, but really they're not. They want to be like they want a man who can handle me because I'm a lot, and I want to do hot girl shit. Well, you're not really bringing a lot to the table.
No.
Yeah, and if
you're not stable and I can't handle you when you're wild, and you need a man, then
You're on your own, bitch.
on your own.
I'm looking for a partner, not a fucking. I'm not signing up to be a zookeeper.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to tame your wild ass.
Exactly.
You should already be.
Oh.
You should already be tame enough to take out in public without being fucking embarrassing. I mean, I saw a girl the other day at the gas station didn't know how to pump gas. Guy next to her had to go over there and do it for her.
That's all right.
I'd have charged her $20 or a Hummer.
Where's she from? If she's from Jersey, that's allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. No, this Connecticut plate.
All right.
Jersey, I give a pass to because
Yeah.
you can't pump for whatever goddamn reason.
It's
you
illegal.
It is.
Yeah, you can't pump your
It's
own gas.
illegal to pump your own gas
Yeah,
in Jersey.
I know. It's
And
crazy.
They're
They
actually,
think their people are so stupid they don't even want them touching a gas
Have you
pump.
Well,
met
it is
people
Jersey.
from
Oh,
Jersey?
that's why I said it.
it is Jersey.
That wasn't a joke.
I got you.
That was truth.
As soon as you hit that first big breast area in the Garden State
Vince
Parkway,
Lombardi.
Vince Lombardi, you hit that smell of Jersey.
You stop at the Vince.
Rotten produce.
There's a reason it's free to go to Jersey, but they make you pay to get
Get
back
out-
into
get-
New York.
Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Oh, my Lord.
That's
Fuck that guy in Buffalo. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I say it all the time. I weep for the future.
Well, it's unfortunate, but
And
you're right.
Kids are going to get lazier and lazier and lazier as the generations go on. I mean, think of these 19, 20-year-old kids once they have kids and start procreating. How lazy are we going to be as a society? Like, we're just going to be fucking slugs.
They're going to be on TikTok. Okay, listen. So I went in to get my baby.
And I'm not saying I'm not saying not change with the times either. That is inevitable.
I went in to get my baby, and the diaper was full, and the shit was running up their back, and they got their hands in it. So if anybody can give me a tip on what to do next, because I really don't know, and I get grossed out at the smell of baby poop.
Put your head in
And
the fucking oven.
So
There you
if
go.
somebody could come to my house and like change my kid,
Bail me out
it'd
again.
be really, because it would be really great. And because again, if I just got my nails done last week, and if I get turd on that accent stone, I'm going to be really upset. That was $140 to get these nails done. So please, if you can, come to my house and change my child. And I promise I won't burn the steak next time. Bye, guys. Love you. Wait for my next video. Fucking cunt.
Well, I know grown-ass men who saw their parents bail them out.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah, and you and I are thinking of the same person.
Probably.
And I'm not saying not change with the times because I've seen a lot of shit changing since I was a kid.
Just think about...
Just think about the movie Minority Report, where he's standing there doing this in the air, moving shit on the screen. Hello, Xbox. That shit happened in our lifetime.
Yeah. Just think about, and we are a weird generation because we saw the videos come in, the video games come in, and all this technology. We have watched it step by step.
We have lived the rise of technology.
Correct. Now, you go back to, say, 1976. Your TV had 4 channels, and if the president was on, your night was over.
Yeah, you're going in your room with a coloring book.
Now there's 6,499 channels, streaming services. So if I hear someone, whether you're 8 or 80, blind, cripple, or crazy, say there's nothing on, you literally you are too lazy to live.
Yeah, you're too lazy to
There's
look.
nothing on.
I mean, I'll say it jokingly.
Bitch, please.
I'll say it jokingly. It's the same five shows on 18 different channels, but
you can find
you'll
something.
find something. That's what YouTube's for. That's what
Netflix and
Reading.
HBO and reading. Thank you. I'm 3 books behind.
Grab one of them things over there, kind of rectangle shaped, called a book.
Oh, the thing you use to level the table.
Yeah, in a restaurant.
Right.
Give me that matchbook.
Right. Seriously.
Then there are bookie things.
Yeah.
Bookie books.
Bookie books.
Bookie wookie.
But yeah, we've watched. We were just kind of talking about it in that thread earlier. It'd be, like Herm said, it'd be a great conversation when that Atari hit and you had Pong, and we thought that was the shit.
Right, we had Pong, and then because first was Pong, right,
Yeah.
and it was just the first Pong, and it was just the fucking tennis game.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, and then you had this like the second or third version of Pong, remember?
Yeah.
And it had like 8 or 9 different games on it.
Yeah.
And it
Squash and all this bullshit.
Yeah. And it had the gun.
Yes.
Gunslinger.
Nintendo thought they were badass when they dropped it, but Pong had that same gun thing years. I used to sit up in my room on a black and white TV, switch it to channel 3, and slide the little thing to change the channel. And,
TV, video.
Yep. And on a black and white TV, and
You didn't have to put the TV on aux. We didn't have auxiliary back then, bitch.
No.
We had.
Yeah, you know what a remote control was? Burns, get off your ass and go put
Yeah.
my shows on.
Hey, turn it to channel 8. Wheel of Fortune's coming on.
yeah, you had a clicker, and the clicker
Murder, She
literally
Wrote
would
Song.
Oh,
only.
we're talking about pre-clicker.
Oh yeah, but
you were
but-
the remote.
Yeah, but then the first clickers literally are just like on or off and channel.
Yeah.
And
You
those were
had to turn it on and adjust the volume, and then all it would do was literally click.
remember the clickers that made that little squeal?
Yeah.
Yep. Ka-kung.
Queef.
Yeah, they had
the
the
channel queef.
They had the little metal spring in them. You
Yeah.
could hear it.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we were the remote as kids. Michael, get up, turn it to channel 12. Dukes of Hazzard's on in 10 minutes.
Yup. Hold on.
Ironsides is coming on.
Spinning the dial on the antenna on the roof a little bit.
Click,
oh,
click,
you're
click,
moving
click, click,
too
click, click,
far!
click. Go back 2 clicks. Click, click, click. Oh my God.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's amazing what we've all seen in the last 30 years in
Oh,
our
yeah.
generation, because like I said,
And the one thing.
things that were science fiction in movies are actually happening.
Oh,
like
yeah.
iPhones and Androids and
Why is it-
Xbox 360s and Xbox Ones with all the motion recognition. My phone knows my face, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
That's how I unlock my phone. I
Wow.
mean, that's scary shit.
What do they call it? The Uglytron 5000?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
scary shit, my face. And secondly, it's
Yeah.
scary shit that my phone recognizes it.
Exactly.
You know, I think the older this generation gets, the lazier we get, and it's just going to be more prevalent because, again, there's no risk versus reward taught to children
And
anymore.
responsibility
And
is just out the window.
And you can live your life based on that, but the Chris's handful of terms. You can live your entire life that way and be a functional human being and make the right choice at least 3 out of 5 times.
Yep.
I mean, proof and fact. I mean, you just can't. You just can't go wrong if you use that very simple, keep it simple, stupid method.
You heard it here first. I am right. And I will stand on that.
It happens once in a while.
I know.
And speaking of social, I unconsciously have been conducting a social experiment, I think.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, I have my New York cap here, right?
I love it.
All right.
I think it's sexy
And
as
my
hell.
Boston cap is downstairs.
That's good. It's where it should be.
And anybody who knows me knows I wear caps when I
Yes.
go out.
Yes.
Chris is wearing a lid right now.
Yeah.
So, about a week and a half ago, it dawned on me that maybe every other day when I go out, I change the cap I'm wearing. 50-50. Nice hat, New York. 50-50. Nice hat, Boston. And hey, did you catch the game last night? No, I was, the old lady was watching something else. It's just something as simple as a piece of clothing or a hat gives you that instant connection to some fucking stranger.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you with the Habibs trying to buy your fucking racing gear all the time.
Oh, yeah. Because
Like
I
you.
go in, the one guy who ran the beer store, but lately the guy at the mobile wants to buy the hat.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, no.
I just think it's a cool thing. You know,
Yeah.
just a little logo can kind of connect you
Well,
with somebody.
if we can move into our second topic, the shirt I'm wearing
Yes.
has gotten some looks today. First time wearing it. It's a parking lot tee.
Yes.
Yes, folks. I survived my 47th and potentially final Kiss concert. Great show. I'll break out the set list real quick. They really spread it out. They did a great job. Clearly, Detroit Rock City opens the show. Shout it out loud. Deuce, War Machine, getting the heavy hitters out of the way. Heaven's on Fire, I Love It Loud, Say Yeah, marginal song. Cold Gin, P-Break. Okay, what's the song? It's a P-Break. What song am I going to leave the concert for?
It's got to be off of the...
Come on, you can do it. Lick it up.
There you go.
All right, Dr. Love, Tears Are Falling. I haven't...
The pew-pews.
Yep. Well, that's coming up later. Psycho Circus, God of Thunder, Love Gun, I Was Made for Loving You, Black Diamond, Beth, Do You Love Me, and of course, Rock and Roll All Night ends the show. Fantastic performance. Not my favorite Kiss show, but it was easily in the top 10. A lot of energy for a bunch of old dudes.
For a bunch of geriatrics.
Oh, they were killing it out there. Oh, it was so crisp. Everything was great, and the people watching was the most fun.
Who opened for them?
A painter, a performance painter. There's music, and he's throwing paint and throwing shit and using his fingers and his foot. And he
he did it upside down, and then
then he flips it over. Like the first one he did right side up, it was a picture of Alice Cooper in the top hat gimmick. So he does the second one. He starts throwing paint and he's moving shit, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, the fuck's he paint? I didn't even think to do that, Herm. Like, what the fuck is he painting? He flips it over. It's a Statue of Liberty. Fucking gorgeous. Then at the end, he did a Kiss painting.
I think that guy was an America's Got Talent.
David Garibaldi is his name.
I think that was him.
So good. I was like, because when I bought the tickets 200 years ago, pre-COVID, the opener's supposed to be David Lee Roth. And I'm excited. And of course, the second ticket was technically Emma's ticket. So she's excited. She likes David Lee Roth era Van Halen. She likes all Van Halen, but that's her favorite, is DLR. So then Ed passes away. We're in the COVID thing. DLR says, I'm retired. I'm not doing music. Fuck off sideways. And they get this painter dude. And I was angry. I'm like, dude, I didn't pay all this money to see a guy paint. But he was fantastic. He really was. It was a good energy. Fantastic job. You could enter to win the Kiss painting. I didn't win, obviously, or else it'd be hanging up here in the room because I would bring it here.
That'd be awesome.
Fuck yeah. And much like when people are, like, hey, put me on the cover of this magazine or help my dog win the cutest dog in the area, you could buy votes. And the guy next to me who I made friends with, Chris and Tracy, I'm sure they entered the contest as well. But I heard somebody a little further back say, we should buy some votes. And the first thing that came out of my mouth quietly to my friend Bill was, they're Democrats. They want to buy votes. And it's a joke. And right, thank you. I'll be here all week. Enjoy the shotgun shells.
Enjoy the veal.
Oh, the veal can't touch those shotgun shells, motherfucker. Ooh, I can still taste them. But again, one of the things I did, and I do everywhere I go, and Lynch, you've been a part of this, I people watch. I like to see not only who, and I'm just going to go with our friends in the Kiss Army. I like to see who's, just got their shit together, who did the best costume, because a lot of people showed up in costumes in the war paint. And then there are the dregs of humanity. Case in point.
And there's a lot of them.
18,000 people attended this show Saturday night. Minimally, I counted 40 people wearing that $7 Walmart Kiss t-shirt that you can still get right now at Walmart. Like, I have one. I'm not going to lie. I bought one. Bought one for Emma.
$7. Fuck it. Why
yeah.
not?
But I'm not going to wear that to a show.
No, you got to break out the big guns for
Either, if you don't have a big gun, buy one. Mm-hmm. The parking lot guy who sold me this T-shirt. Here's another story for you. He comes up and like, you got a 2X? I got a 2X. Billy gets a 2X as well. You get any 3X? Nah, man, we stop at 2X. I'm like, dude, look around you. Look how many 3Xs are in this crowd. How much more money you could have made tonight by having triple fat kid and quadruple fat kid instead of stopping with me. Oh, I never thought of that. Now you did. But, yeah, just to see some of these people. I didn't meet, but I got to see the love child of Rob Zombie and Bret Michaels was at the show.
All right. Explain, please.
Total Bret Michaels look, the leather vest with the T-shirt underneath, the low-hanging knotted bandana, the ripped-up jeans, the filthy boots. But his hair and his facial gimmick was total Rob Zombie. So from the neck down, Poison. From the neck up, White Zombie.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of those. To see how many people, and like I said to Herm, I stopped counting the Walmart shirts after I saw the biggest lady I've ever seen in my life.
How many shirts did they have to sew together?
I don't know, but the threads were screaming on this one. She was wearing a Walmart Kiss T-shirt.
Oh my God, I didn't know. Oh, now Walmart would have like an 8X, wouldn't they?
I don't know how many X's there were, but they weren't enough.
Pray the wind doesn't blow, she'll float away.
She was singing "Let's put the X in this shirt" because I need a little more room on the sides. No, and I don't like making fun of people that are big.
Let me guess. She was wearing like leggings as well.
Actually, no.
Oh.
Like a jean skirt, if you will. And
so basically
comfortable shoes.
Basically a bolt of denim they sewed together.
Yeah. The only thing that should have that much material is a tent. And I don't like making fun of people, but if Yokozuna's mom can come to this show and have a good time, so can you.
Butterbean.
Oh, my Lord. Made friends with the security guy. Because you know me. I'll talk to anybody. I don't give a fuck. And I got minute-to-minute updates like, hey, what's your name? Zach. Come here, Zach. Come on over here. What's going on? I'm like, opening act's 5 minutes late. What the fuck? You got any stroke around here? No, hold on. And he puts his hand to his ear. He's listening to the thing. He's like, okay, the opening act's coming on in 10 minutes. We're getting the warning. Okay, cool. 10 minutes goes by. Hey, Zach, come here. Fuck. What now? Your boy's not 5 minutes late. He's 15 minutes late. You told me he was coming out in 10 minutes. Bitch is late. Yeah, they're walking him to the stage now. He's 5 minutes from stage. Okay, cool, whatever. Dude comes out, does his thing. He gets off the stage. Zach, come here. Oh, Christ, here he comes again. What? Time's Kiss go on. Well, it says 9:15, but the latest update is 9:25. I'm like, you better not be lying to me this time. Really not having it. You've been lying to me all night. $50. I want those two seats right. We're on the rail, the Lalamere rail. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, those two seats up there, $50. Oh, no, I can't do that. I'd lose my job. And, $100. Are you going to make $100 tonight, standing here watching us with your little flashlight? No. Well, that would be more then, wouldn't it? No, he wouldn't do it, but he's a good guy. Chris and Tracy, who I met, Chris subscribed to the show.
Oh, nice.
Right there in front of me. I made him hit the bell. I didn't threaten him or anything, but, he hit the bell. He subscribed. So, Chris and Tracy, pleasure meeting you guys. Zach, if you did the right thing, pleasure meeting you. Fun time. Couldn't have been better, except you realize at the end of the show that 50 is 50.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
My back was screaming. Got to the car, took a beer out of the cooler, put it in my waistband, drank the other one. We waited about 40 minutes, let the traffic sift through. Got in the car, heated seats. It was like my own icy hot.
Yeah, nice.
And I got home. Everything was great. Woke up the next day, did my thing, and had very little voice yesterday because I sang along with everything. Of course I did.
Of course.
And just had a blast. And I can't recommend enough. If you get a band that comes around that I like to call a legacy act, like a Kiss, a Poison, a Def Leppard, do yourself a favor, go see the show. They are going to blow the shit out of just about everything you see today live. And on top of that, tickets are decently priced. I mean, yeah, the closer you got, the more expensive they got, but for a lawn seat at $60 wasn't a bad thing. Now, flash forward 2 months from now, my daughter wants to go see some country puke named Morgan Wallen.
Never heard of him.
Neither have I. All I know about him is he gets drunk and yells the F word in his neighborhood.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the guy from a year ago.
My kind of guy.
Yeah. And I looked up lawn seats. $200 for a lawn seat.
For lawn seats.
And this dude is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's not in the Country Hall of Fame. He is not. His picture is not on the wall at any restaurant you have ever been to.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
For lawn
seats.
Ugh.
I can spend less money and go see an NFL game. I can spend less money if they had won the other night to go see a Bruins playoff game in the worst seat available. But they want $200 for this guy that chances are is going to be mowing lawns next year if his next album isn't a hit.
Yeah, if he's lucky.
Go to Herm's house. He could use it. Yeah. Morgan Wallen is going to mow your lawn and scream the N-word in your neighborhood.
Nice.
Yes. So, and that's where I think people get it wrong, especially like the Ticketmasters of the world and some of these acts that believe that they should get $200 for the worst seat in the house.
Well, and the unfortunate part of rock and roll or music in general now is that's how they make their money.
Well, yeah, because albums aren't albums anymore. Everything's downloadable. You spend 99 cents for the song you like. Not me. I have, the $15 subscription every month.
Yeah.
Unlimited downloads. If I hear something I like, I'll download the album.
The whole thing.
And then I'll sift. Like, that was a good one, that was a good one, getting rid of that one, keeping this one, don't like
crap.
this one. Yeah, exactly. Kind of like you did when the CD came around, and instead of having to endure the cassette or the LP running, you have to listen to everything. Now you can move. I don't like song 4, so when track 3 ends, I hit the little button,
right
skip.
to 5.
Right. And again, it goes back to that fast food, microwave, just everything's at my fingertips generation.
Well, again, something we watched the burgeoning of CDs and all digital formats, MP3s.
Mm-hmm.
When we were using what the hell was that? Well, Napster. Lars Ulrich.
I was a LimeWire guy myself.
Yeah, me too.
Until I got the final virus.
Yeah, to lock that fucker up.
The blue screen of death.
Tighter than Montezuma's asshole.
But yeah, I can't for the life of me understand why. I get it. Kiss has more money than God. You got guys like Def Leppard who were smart with their money. Most of the guys in Motley were smart with their money.
Vince Neil spending on food.
Well, yeah, too fat for lunch. A lot of these legacy acts, and they go out there and they'll put on an incredible show,
and it's reasonably priced.
Right. Mohegan Sun, right here in our area, not too long ago, had like the hip hop revival gimmick. Ice Cube was there,
Yep.
and a couple of the older, I say older, we'll call them legacy hip hop acts. And I got to see some video a friend of mine shot while they were there. And it was fun. It was exciting. And they were putting on a show. They give you what you paid for.
Yeah, you don't feel like you're gypped for the ticket.
Right.
The price of admission.
Right. I'd rather get bang for the buck. Give me a $25 ticket to Toad's Place. Like when Shaman's Harvest came to town. I don't have to pay for that show because, Nathan and the guys are friends. But if I had to, I'd pay $25 for that. Absolutely. I'll spend $40 to go see, even though I don't want to, but if Tommy comes out, you guys want to come with me, come meet him. Ace Frehley's in his solo band is playing Toad's Place.
Yep.
Tommy manages the opening act on Ace's tour called Flip. If they come out, I'll drop money on a ticket because those shows are bang for the buck. You don't leave, like you just said, you don't leave feeling like you got gypped. Nobody wants to go to a really nice steakhouse and get a McChicken.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to go to a steakhouse and get a frozen cut of beef. You know what I mean?
Right. Robert Irvine will come in and kick your ass if you do that shit.
It's rotten!
I would not feed this to my dog. And by the way, every cooking show I watch, I think you could kick the shit out of those competition shows.
I agree most of the time.
Especially the barbecue guys.
Oh, that new one, that Pitmaster one that's coming out with the girl with the really bad hair and Bobby Flay and some black guy. I don't know his name. He's like chef black guy. And that looks like you could be right down that alley. I watch that beat Bobby Flay all the time. And what is your signature dish? And you have an hour to make it. I'm like, Herm could beat the shit out of him. Herm could beat that. Herm could do that. I'm licking your ass. You're not even in the room.
It is. I'm here. I'm sorry. I was playing my foodle.
No, I get that, but you're playing
foodle.
Did you put fetus in?
No, pesto.
Oh, pesto. We were just talking about pesto. Strangely enough, I can make pesto. You open the jar, you heat it on medium for 12 minutes. Shut the fuck up. See, you know what I'm going to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do we need another Mexican restaurant in town when we already have a Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's not
with
Mexican.
That shit.
That's trash.
I know. But I can't say enough good things about the show. Don't know when my next concert's going to be, but I had a blast. I can't say enough good things. And it's not just because they're my favorite band of all time. It really, if it sucked, you'd hear me say it sucked. I mean, yeah, they could have replaced 2 of those songs with ones I like, but I don't choose the set list. Paul does. So
No,
fuck you, Paul Stanley.
You can't pick them all.
No,
You know.
I would replace Say Yeah and Lick It Up.
Well, you have 2 built-in piss breaks or beer breaks.
Well, I stayed around for Say Yeah because musically, fantastic song. Lyrically, about as pedestrian as it gets. It's a 3rd grade art project.
Yeah.
Let me hear you say yeah.
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 Basically, that's the lyrics right there.
The whole song.
Oh, well, most of it, yeah. But again, the flying rigs. Paul flies across over the crowd and lands on the thing, and then Gene doesn't do the cables anymore. They have a platform for him that they rise up to the ceiling.
Osteoporosis.
Well, that and the rig kept breaking. He'd get hung out like a salami halfway up. Like, get me down. So I understand why they.
Gene Simmons from
This
Gene
is Gene Simmons from Kiss. I am hung out all over the floor.
GeneSimmons.com.
You can go to kissonline.com and
You may have to get me one of my caskets.
click on my cod piece for 20% off.
Not the one I'm wearing.
There will be no talk of Vinnie Vincent at all on this tour.
I saw a picture of Vinnie Vincent. It was like just a stock photo of him in the day. And it looks like
back in the day?
Yeah.
All right.
It looks like Vinnie Vincent's head was photoshopped in. Like it wasn't his head, but not his body.
Okay.
It was really funny. I almost clicked it and sent it to you, but
That would have been interesting to see. Have you
would've
seen
been
him
something.
lately?
no.
Oh, do me a favor while you're on the Google machine, then hand it to Herm. Vinnie Vincent today.
It's rough.
Oh, dude.
It's real rough. I looked at the other day on his
You ever go to like
a couple weeks ago on his birthday.
You ever go to a really cool roadside diner, and the waitress comes up and says, "Hi, I'm Meredith. What would you like today?"
and you look up.
And it's
then-
Vinnie Vincent.
And then you look up, and it's Vinnie Vincent. Yeah, it's...
All right. Oh, look at his face.
Look at him. Yep. Oh, yeah, that's exactly...
Can you hear? Yep.
Yeah.
That's Vinnie Vincent.
That is Vinnie Vincent
Yeah,
today.
Estelle right there. Yeah.
Estelle Getty with a wig. Share that to the Dysfunction Junction show page.
What in the
If
actual
you want to
fuck?
know about this
Yep.
picture, you got to listen to the show. Yeah,
wow.
that is Vinnie Vincent, modern day Jones.
Yeah, that's her.
Shim.
Shim shimmery, shim shim shiroo.
Yeah, poor Vinny. And Vinny will be at Creatures Fest. Joey Casada's going down. By the way, I don't know if I shared. I did share it on social. I'll share it to Dysfunction Junction. Joey Casada just got a #1 bestseller award from Amazon for his first book, Start With a Dream. Congratulations, Joey. I know, great book. I loved it.
Excellent.
Yeah, guys, go read it. Check it out. The Kindle version is read by Joey himself, and he throws little like sound snippets in there when he's talking about his old bands like Playground or ZO2 or Seven Wiser and all sorts of neat stuff. Joey's a tremendous dude, and I'm glad to call him my friend. So congratulations, Joey, on your #1 best-selling Amazon book, Start With a Dream. I'll share that picture so you guys can see the plaque. Couldn't be prouder of my friend.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Absolutely. So did you say, now that we're reaching the end, you said you had a quick hit today, didn't you?
I did.
Well, bring it on, man.
Bring it on, bitch.
All right. So
We're doing this totally in reverse.
a couple of years ago, I really, it was COVID. It was the beginning of COVID.
Uh-huh.
It was that. And things were getting a little crazy.
How tall
and,
was the lawn?
It was I had nowhere to go and nothing to do. The lawn was pristine.
Gotcha.
Jen was over at her mom's, and she grabbed a little tiny. What she brought home was a blueberry bush, and it was very small, and needed a lot of love, and to get some blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've spent the last 2 years watering it, looking at it, talking to it, telling it how great it's going to be. It's going to be just going to be an awesome blueberry bush.
I can't.
Like I've been really I've been waiting and being nice.
You will
and
be the best blueberry bush there ever was.
there ever was. And I'm like, and someday you're going to give me some tasty fucking blueberries.
We'll feed him to Chris and kill
And then,
him.
so the first year went, and last year we didn't get any blueberries. And I was
Okay.
I was like, all right, well, maybe, it's still too early.
Did you ground the blueberry bush to its room?
No, I was like, all right, maybe it's, it's still too young. All right. Well, now the blueberry bush, that's what we're calling it, is prolific as fuck. And I still haven't seen any blueberries, and I've been very upset. And I'm sitting on a couch the other day, and Jennifer comes in, and she's like, I have figured out what is the problem with the blueberry bush. I figured out why you're not getting any blueberries. I'm like, oh, awesome. You mean the blueberry bush, you went over to your mom and dad's and took that blueberry bush and brought it home, and I've loved it for 2 years and talked to it and read it bedtime stories and shit.
Played the Beatles when it was feeling bad.
Yeah. She's like, I know why there's no blueberries on it. I'm like, why? She's like, because it's a honeysuckle. You bitch!
My
you fucking bitch! I've spent 2 years on this fucking tree, and fuck! I'm cutting this fucking thing down to the goddamn ground.
Oh my God!
In the house.
So, if you bring your husband, who very much so has been wanting a blueberry bush, please, before he spends 2 fucking years nurturing it to produce some tasty little blueberries for his morning cereal, make sure it's a fucking blueberry bush.
God,
and not a honeysuckle.
I can't. Hold on.
That is fucking funny, dude.
Oh my!
I
shit.
have blueberry bushes in the backyard. They're covered by weeds.
Oh, I have too. I've had one for 2 years.
Yeah, well, you thought.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you, Jennifer.
I know why you're not getting blueberries. Why? It's a potato tree.
It's for real. Like, it's a palm tree. Oh, well, that totally makes fucking sense.
Now I can have hearts of palm, though. That's a quick hit and hey, stupid. We just broke a record.
We hit him too.
I'm gonna get shanked when she sees me, but I could not resist. I had to dig that up on my own phone.
Jen, in your defense, if it was next to a honeysuckle, anywhere within like 6 feet, I might give you a pass.
Okay, now I have a really important question. You've been sitting for 2 years. You're talking to the bush. You're cultivating. You snip where you got to snip. You're watering. You're showing it love. How does that bush identify?
Well, now it's fucking confused as hell.
I don't know. I didn't.
What is a blueberry?
It's not a honeysuckle.
It's not a strawberry.
Definitely not a honeysuckle. I mean, you know, the strawberries in the front yard are doing very well.
You did show me those today.
There is going to be a shitload of berries on those, but the blueberry in the backyard, not so much.
You know, they say you can't get blood from a stone. You can't get blueberry from a honeysuckle.
You can't get blueberries from a honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle does
either.
smell good, though. I mean, you know, if you're making a floral arrangement,
it's a
or a scented
weed.
candle.
It's a weed.
Fuck. Wow, Jen. You know, I often tell Herm, and I've said it to you when you're in the room. Jen is one of the smartest women I know.
Usually, yes.
You done fucked up, Ron.
This ain't one of those times.
Wow.
well,
it looks like Jen just won the.
Wait. Oh, and it gets
there's
better.
more.
Yeah. So that happened, right? So Jen comes over like 2-3 days later, and she went over to see her mom, and because her mom needs some help and stuff, and see Charlie, and she went over and spent some time at her mom's, and when she came back from her mom's, she made a very specific point to tell me that the blueberry bushes at mom's house look amazing this year.
The fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you were going to tell me she brought home what she said was a dog and it was an armadillo.
No. She said the blueberries at mom's are great this year.
Ladies and
I'd
gentlemen.
like to know that.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the Trojan Ends boner of the week goes to Mrs. Big Herm. Wow.
Patron saint of oops.
Oh!
Patron
wow,
saint
you
of I thought it was a blueberry bush.
You missed your spot on that one, Herm.
I swooped right in and took it away from you.
Oh,
That's good.
God.
Sound like John Mulaney when I talk like this.
Oh, Jesus. Well,
or the guy from B-52s.
Right. Next week, we are hopefully having an in-studio guest. Still trying to nail that down. If not, she'll be on the phone. The lovely and talented Lindsay will be here for Questions from the Hat. And this Saturday, if you happen to be in the Peabody, Massachusetts area, after we go have something that resembles dinner. I didn't know it was a fucking chain, dude. BJ's Brew House in Framingham. We will be there, and then we are going up to DB's Golden Banana. Yes, the same DB's Golden Banana from the very first iteration of One Star Strip Club
And
reviews.
we're hoping to avoid bullet wounds and C-section scars.
But
and snail trails.
In my defense, I did go there for my 9th birthday, and I had a great time.
Excellent.
My steak was great. My grandma loved it. But, yeah, that's where we're going to be. So if you're in the area, Corey is leading the charge. Once we leave the restaurant, it is banana time. And hopefully we won't meet. I'm throwing it out here right now. I don't want to meet anyone named Cinnamon or Destiny. You guys start getting some better stripper names.
A
Seriously.
little more creative.
Yeah, right? Mercedes is a nice one. You don't hear that one enough.
Right.
Porsche.
Right.
Porsche. Oh, there you go. Heavenly.
I'm Tesla. Get the fuck out of here.
Go plug yourself in, bitch. Not like that, asshole. All right. So, questions from the hat next week with the lovely and talented Lindsay with the mouth like a trucker. Memorial Day, we are off, but
Yay.
I know we'll be seeing each other because
More than likely.
the,
more than likely.
the Memorial Day Big Herm barbecue is going on.
It is.
One of us will live stream something from there. And,
Absolutely.
woo, just going to be a good week.
Probably me because I'll be the sober one.
Well, I have to stay sober because I have to drive Emma back that night.
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So
boy.
we'll come, get some barbecue, and get the fuck out. I told her she can have half a sandwich and a cup of lemonade. That's it.
And
She
the,
cannot
cup is, and the cup is small.
She cannot have burnt ends. She cannot have the cowboy beans. She cannot have the peach anything. She gets a half a sandwich and a cup of lemonade.
Excellent.
And maybe if she's lucky, one ice cube.
We're going to save Herm some money because Emma can eat half her weight in barbecue. She is good like that. But gentlemen, thank you again. Another fantastical week.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the food.
Yes, of course. That was delicioso, the worst thing I've ever had in my fucking
Yeah,
life.
it's fucking disgusting. Don't forget, contest, $25 Amazon gift card for anyone other than Derek the Undertaker.
Which episode?
JunctionDysfunctionShow@gmail.com. Identify where I told the story of this is the most disgusting shit I've ever put into my mouth. And if you'll excuse me, I have to go shit a shotgun shell. I will see you guys next week.
Peace out.